Good evening, everyone. It is once again Ted the Speed Learner, and tonight we are going to cover the topic of how to count change. And I know the first question that a lot of you guys are going to ask me, and the first question is, well, didn't you do a video like this a long time ago? Yes, I did. I did a video about this in 2012. I did a video about this in 2016. Unfortunately, both of those are in a lower resolution, and that's because I did not have the internet the way I needed it to be back in those days. I also did not have the camera equipment that I had to have to make the presentation like I'm going to do tonight. I also did not have near as fast of a computer either. There was a lot of things I didn't have back then that I do now. So we're going to do it one more time, and hopefully this time will be the last time we'll ever have to do this. Now, first question is, why do any of us need to know how to count change? Well, let me explain this to you. Number one, have you noticed the cash registers recently? We're talking about grocery stores, department stores, fast food places. Have you noticed? If you didn't, I'm going to explain it to you. They have taken photographs of money like this, okay? They have taken photographs of it, and what they have done is they made little, I wouldn't call them tags, I would call them little icons, I guess you would call them that. And when you're trying to let the register know what you have received from the customer, say you received a $1 bill from the customer, what you do is you hit the little icon on the screen. And if you receive 3 $1 bills, you'd press the icon 1, 2, 3, so on and so forth. This is what they've been doing. Okay? It is a part of the Common Core method. That is what they have done. They got an image of a $20 bill, a $10 bill, a $5 bill, a $1 bill, and in some places even a $50 bill. And if you have those rare occasions where you work at a fancy clothing store, you'll even have a $100 bill image on the screen. And you just press it. If you have one $100 bill, you press the $100 bill. If you were given, say, 2 of them, you'd press it twice, so on and so forth. But there is another reason why you should learn to count change, and that is because our society is going towards something called FedNow. I'm sure you guys have heard of Bitcoin. Well, FedNow is a version of Bitcoin, except that this is a U.S. government-run system that they've got. And there have been a lot of people that don't want to use paper money like they've been using, okay? I'm not one of them. I like paper money, I really do. But they want to use FedNow. Well, the thing is, you're going to have these two groups of people. One group wants to use the credit cards and the Bitcoin and the whole 9 yards, and that's all they want to use. Then you have the other group that still wants to use solid cash. That group is my group, okay? And so, therefore, because you have those differences, for at least a little while longer, companies are still going to have to cater to people who still want to use the cash. They want to use it in the vending machines. They want to use it at the stores. They want to go to the car garage and pay cash that way, so on and so forth. And for those of us who are still going to stick to cash, you still got to know. And besides, do you want to offer your credit card to somebody that mows your yard? Really? Anyway. But then you have something called the Supplemental Nutrition. Let me look it up here real quick. I think it's called the Supplemental Nutrition Aid Program. If I got the name wrong, I apologize. Okay, sorry. It's the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. Okay, let me say that again. The Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. For a lot of you, you only know it as SNAP. You've heard of this, okay? And then they have this thing called the Women, Infant, and Children thing, and it's a supplemental government program for people raising children. Okay? So they have that. But not everybody wants to participate in that either. But they have these programs, and a lot of people have gotten used to them. And so they are no longer used to using cash. They're using that instead. And I'm going to get into those in future videos. I'm going to tell you exactly what's in those programs and what to expect out of them. And I'm going to get into that. I'm going to read you exactly what's in these laws so you know what you're dealing with. Okay? But anyway, for those of us who still want to use cash, and believe me, if you met an Amish farmer, he wants to use cash. He has no interest in using credit cards. Ask the Amish, they'll tell you. So, there you go. Alright, so we're just going to briefly go over how to use cash, alright? Now, let's say, now you got to keep in mind, when I was a kid, when you bought shirts, even nice shirts, you could probably get them for about $15. Today, good luck with that. But anyway, let's say we were back when I was a kid, and you wanted to buy a nice shirt, and let's say that the shirt was $15.50. $15.50. Okay? Now let's suppose that the guy gave you a $20 bill. Alright, so how much change are you going to give back to this guy? What you're going to do is you're going to add coins and paper bills to this until you get to the total of 20. Let me explain. Alright, so we got $15.50, right? So the first thing you're going to hand the guy is a quarter. Alright, so that's $15.75. Now you're going to hand him another quarter, and that's $16. Now you're going to hand him 4 ones. 1, 2, 3, and 4. But when you hand them to him, you're not going to say 1, 2, 3, and 4. You're going to say, when you hand him this, turns out to be 16, then you say 17, 18, 19, and 20. That way he knows he has gotten the change back from the $20 bill that he gave to you. Alright? Now then, let's say you bought a half gallon of ice cream at a grocery store. Okay? Now the ice cream cost you, this half gallon ice cream cost you $6.30. Okay? $6.30. Now then, the guy gives you a $10 bill. Okay? Guy gives you a $10 bill. He wants to pay $6.30. Alright. So, how are you going to give him his change back? Well, what you're going to do is you're going to give him 2 dimes. $6.40. $6.50. Now you're going to give him 2 quarters. $6.75 and 7. Now you're up to 7, 8, 9, 10. And that's how you count change back. Alright? We're going to do it just one more time. Alright? Now, let's suppose that let's suppose you are buying an SD Media card, and for some reason they mark down the card. Okay? let's say that the card is going to cost you, how about $12.65. So the SD Media card costs you $12.65. Guy gives you a $20 bill. What's his change? Okay. Well, we're going to start off with a dime. So you say $12.65. Now you give him the dime. You say $12.75. 13, because this is a quarter now. Okay, so you're giving him a quarter on top of it. 14, 15, and now you're going to give him a $5 bill, and there's 20. All right. Now then, now that you kind of got the idea of how this actually works, I'd like to see you guys in the comment section below give me various totals that you want me to then show on air, how to count it back. Okay, you give me a scenario, and you want me to count the change back, and I will do a supplemental video where once again I'll come up here, I'll get my change out, and I'll show you how to make change back if somebody pays you a certain amount of money. So you give me some real challenges. I'd like to see what you come up with. In the meantime, I do have 5 Kindle books, and you are more than welcome to read each and every one of them, and I'd like to see what you have to say about them. And at the end of this video, I'm going to have a couple of links, and you'll see them right here at the end of the video. And one of them will take you to the upside down credit card. The other one will take you to the tap card and how to properly use that, so that you guys can see other videos that are kind of related to this one. Alright, I will tell you more in a future video, so I'd like for you to stay tuned.